besides this result, how did you feel getting back out there and like you played?
I felt good to be back playing with my teammates. Playing football, I love it, so it's always good.
How do you feel about the bit of a shake-up on the secondary working with Terrance? I'm sorry, Javier in the middle. How do you feel that worked in that game?
Oh, man, it's the NFL. We all here for a reason, and, our mentality is always next man up, and we feel everybody that's put in a position can make the task and handle their business.
Javier was saying today, it feels like the team can play better and will play better. What's the mentality of you guys after 40-0? Where's the confidence? Where's the thoughts from the guys?
Well, they have an old saying, yesterday's news doesn't mean nothing in today's paper. So, it's just, it's a game. Things happen. We just got to get back to work. We're real confident in what we do. We stand together. Our coaches are great. We all good, and we'll be back.
What was that second quarter like for you, man? Knocking on your doorstep so much and you limited them to 3 field goals.
Well, it's just football. Teams complimentary football. And, as defense, we just kept working hard, trying to do what we can, and, just executing our plays and just holding them.
You play against a lot of quarterbacks. You go against Josh Allen, now you're going against the rookie, Mac Jones. Talk about the disparity of those two guys in a 7-day period.
Well, like I said, everybody in the NFL is capable. Some guys more advanced than others, and I won't overlook number 10 because he might be pretty good. So we just got to go in there and just play honest and just treat him like any other quarterback.
What have you seen from Lonnie Johnson as he's stepped in?
Lonnie Johnson's a baller. Yeah, he's raw.
With the next outplay, the clock says he gets rid of the football pretty quickly. How much do you guys need to cover closely, considering the way that they generally like to play?
We just had to be sticky, just like any other week. Rush and coverage work together. So, we just got to go out there and execute and do our job.
They didn't run the ball hardly at all. They went to track runs and stuff. Do you expect them to switch it up? Because that's the issue kind of
Well, the NFL, things change real often, so, they might come with something else this week, but we're just going to be prepared for everything. Oh, they're pretty good, man. It's the NFL. Everybody got talent. You can't sleep on nobody, so y'all just be ready to go.
You guys will bounce back?
Oh, no doubt. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Obviously, you're on different sides of the ball. You're going up against a rookie quarterback, Mac Jones. What do you think about him? Did you get to know him at all through the process?
Yeah, so Mac's a great dude. I actually did my combine training together with him down in Mobile with David Morris, and got to know him a little bit in high school, like through the camp circuit. But he's a good dude. He's been successful so far. Obviously, both teams have the same record, but I think he's handled their offense really well, and he's progressing.
Go ahead. How hard is it to prepare for one of the greatest defensive minds in Bill Belichick?
I'm excited for it. We've already started preparing, watching a lot of film, and kind of getting the feel of how they're going to try to defend against us, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
When you reflect and you watch the tape, what did you learn about yourself from the game, and what do you feel like you can do to apply that to your next start?
I think the biggest thing from last week is just emphasizing protecting the football. I thought I might have forced a throw or two that obviously didn't end up well, and just being consistent with making smart decisions and putting the team in the best place to win the game is my job, and that's what I need to keep focusing on.
They talked to us this morning about how, there's kind of those long third down situations. There's like a clock that's going down and knowing when to get rid of the ball. Did he talk to you about that? What are some of the things that you're learning to fix that?
Yeah, so when it's third and long, it's tough playing behind the sticks in those kind of must-pass situations. The defense knows what you need to do, and it's easier to stop in that situation. But I've talked to Coach Coley about just making smart decisions with the football. It's never a bad thing to throw a completion in front of the sticks and punt on fourth down and play the field position game rather than trying to force something and making a bad decision with the ball. Talked about that. Talked about sometimes incompletions are okay, or throwing the ball away, or taking a sack if the situation fits to protect the football. All those things, just being smart with the ball, because you can't play losing football and still win the game.
How do you see that balance between being kind of careful and taking care of the ball and not being overly conservative?
I think it's kind of feeling the ebb and flow of the game. You got to take what the defense is giving you, and then something will pop, something will open up, and you can take advantage of it as the game goes on.
Clay was talking about he was saying you felt like your confidence, your approach, the look in your eye was the same. How do you feel? Do you feel as confident after a rough game? How do you take stock?
Definitely. I've always been a confident person. I think from last week there was a lot to learn from, and I'm glad I kind of got some of those things out of the way so I can learn from it and hopefully improve on it going forward.
Last week you were talking about, or it might have been even after the game, how the run game, when that gets going, that starts opening up the pass. It seems like you guys are very focused on the run and the way that you have the roster set up and all that too. In what ways does the pass game open once the run game is there?
A lot of it just they have to play with a tighter front seven, rotate a safety down, play with more man coverage, and it opens it up for the receivers to just win their matchups, and the defense can't really apply any help coverage where they're double teaming people and making it hard on the passing game. I think if you have complementary football in both the run game and the pass game, it kind of balances it up where you can do both efficiently.
Davis, what do you have to do to keep your job when Terrance healthy?
Not really a huge comment on that. Obviously, I'm just going to put my best foot forward every day and do as best I can to hopefully win games for the team.
Has he been helping you while he's out?
He has been. Yep, he's still in all the meetings, working through the game plan and the installs with us and making sure we're, as a team, best fit to win the game.
Tim Kelly talked about opening up the playbook for you last week. Are there still plays that they haven't instilled into their offense just yet? Are they still opening up the playbook for you more?
I don't think that's too big of a focus. I think we're installing what we need to install to win the game this upcoming weekend. I think there's some exciting stuff going in that it doesn't matter who's playing quarterback, that we're going to run, and it's going to be good.
David Kelly said you guys have had quite a few one-on-one conversations this week. How has that relationship with him helped, and what have you kind of taken away from the conversations?
He's been great. Just constantly giving me confidence, kind of telling me that there's a reason they brought me here to Houston, and they're looking forward to my potential. I just got to continue to learn from what I've been doing out on the field and grow from it. And like I said, I was talking about some of the stuff, protecting the football, playing winning football. Can't kind of shoot yourself in the foot and still win games. So just limiting the risk of the game and try to, as a quarterback, put my team in the position to win the game.
David, in terms of the winning formula, David Clay kind of leads the style of play, not having penalties, cutting down on turnovers. In your mind, what is the formula for this team with the scheme you have, the players that you have, and your experience level? What does it take for you guys to win?
I mean, I think the big thing, Coach Coley's right. Everyone executing their job, and you can't make mental errors. You can't have penalties, pre-snap penalties, because it's tough to play behind the sticks. I think if everyone just goes out and does their 1/11th, does their job, I think the wins will come.
Davis, how much of your mistakes do you attribute to stuff defense is doing that you haven't seen before versus simply you're going up against better athletes and throws maybe you can make in college or whatever, you just can't make as well at this level?
I don't think it has anything to do with the talent, either on our side or across the side. I think some of it's just seeing some different looks for the first time and being able to now kind of compartmentalize them, put them in my memory, and being able to not make the same mistake twice.
You were just getting familiar with Anthony Miller, and now he's no longer with the team. How hard is it to get familiar with Danny Amendola coming back into the lineup?
I mean, I don't think it's too hard getting familiar with Danny. He's been really consistent with what he's put on tape here with the Texans so far in practice and what I've thrown with him during and after practices. He's out there to work. I even got some reps with him today. But, I mean, he's going to be in the right spot. He knows the system. He's played in the system before with other teams. And, I mean, he's going to be a good target this weekend.
About your confidence level, how are you able to manage to stay even keeled throughout this whole entire process, especially after what took place on Sunday?
I think the big thing, I've always kind of learned that I've been an even-keeled person my whole life, and you can't let the situation ever get too big. I like to try to remain humble. Biggest thing, I'm playing for my teammates. I'm not kind of focused on myself too much, so I'm just trying to do the best I can for them.
Away from here, did you get a chance to talk to Coach Shaw after the big win last week?
Not yet. I talked to him before the game, but I need to reach out to him and share the congrats.
All set?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks.